she will have difficulty in getting married. I'm telling you. Because that is the way you're blocking a woman from bringing things home. Because as long as you get an husband, things will change. Because husbands and wife makes you being stable. The stability you only get in marriage sometimes. So they will block her from getting married. Yenye unataka kuchukua pesa upelekee watu watamroga na hizo pesa. Witchcraft is real. I'm telling you. Udem atarogo hapa na hata nini. Before toke pale Nairobi, beba ile mchanga kidogo ya penye umetoka. Beba maji kidogo penye umetoka, mix kwa chupa. Mix tu chupa ile 1 liter.
Na hiyo mchanga? Hiyo
mchanga kidogo. Mchanga inakunga safi. Peleka penye hujafanywa vituko. Chukua tu. Then enda ushago, ukifika pale ushago, ile mchanga ushago uchukua kidogo na ile maji ushago, mix them together kwa ile maji. Kunywa for 3 days. Ile system itakuwa imeku acknowledge. Na I'm telling you, utaumwa na tumbo, unaweza kunywa hata maji ya ile bowl ama ile ya damu. Haitakufanyia anything. Mchanga hata unikinyaga na mguu yako tu haitakufanyia anything. That is the first thing of doing that. Then pia inakusaidia mtu asikoroge. Coming back, tafuteni cleansing before utoke kwa hiyo boma. Ukirudi kwenyu, cleanse yourself na cleanse watoto to avoid accidents unapata inafanyika hapa nje. Then cleanse to protect your work, jobs zenye ziko pale nje. Cleanse ndio unaenda pale stagnation ianze kustop. Mara mwingine amefukuzwa, wengine hata wafikangi kazi, wanafukuzwa na boss, wengine wana nini. Na hizi kisani mnatoka nayo nyumbani. Unaona watoto wanakuwa na sickness yenye aishi. Wewe usijui ulifurwa mguu, tangu kanyage pale mguu umefura juu uliambiwa usirudi pale juu wanataka kuchukua ile shamba. My friend, every time you have to cleanse yourself to avoid these problems for them not to attack you. Witchcraft is real. Nobody should lie to you. My friend, witchcraft is real.
A very warm welcome from this side to yours. My name is Saleta Tena and this is the Kenyaland TV. So today we are having a look at spirituality in all aspects, but let's delve into marriage. Whatever that is happening and whatever that is trending right now is one of a kind, because tunaona ma celebs wetu are being affected badly. People who we have been looking up to. I don't know what's happening, but leo tuko na daktari hapa ambaye he will give us more insight about the spiritual aspect of all these breakups and marriages. Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Unaendeleaje?
Niko salama.
Pole sana kwa safari.
Asante.
Niambie, labda unaweza anzia kwa to our viewers, your name.
My name is Nabigogo. So Nabigogo is a spiritualist, a teacher, and also a herbalist. Yeah.
Where are you from?
Nabigogo is from Kisumu. Yeah, that's where I am staying. Yeah.
That's nice. So, about marriage, according to you, it's an institution, and right now tunaona breakups zimekuwa mingi sana, and we don't really understand, is it a wave breakups ama ni nini spiritually? What can you say about all these breakups?
Okay, at first, you know, marriage is a sacred thing, and it's whereby two partners unite together with one idea. So it's something which is sacred, and very important. Though in some extent the issue which has been happening to us these generations, I can say that is, first of all, is the lack of knowledge in marriage. You know, we just bump in to people. We don't know them. We don't know, at first we don't know well where about them, maybe where they are coming from before we get to marry them. Then we, all of a sudden, with the love and the pressure of a society, or with the pressure of the peer pressure, or with maybe the age is now moving, or now somehow you met somebody, then you make the person pregnant, so will force you to stay with the person.
Yeah.
So all this is making us not to be ready in getting marriage. So when we get into this, we find it difficult and we don't know what we are into, because it's a commitment. Marriage is actually a commitment. We have to take responsibility, because it's like a prison. You have to know that you are in a prison. There's so many things you will limit not to do while you're in that marriage, and you will leave certain things and you'll start doing certain things, because you are now a husband of so and so, you are a woman of so and so. So people tend to see these things as like they're not free at a certain time. They feel there's no freedom because they were not prepared to get into this. They were not prepared before. You know, in ancient time or in tradition, that's why sometimes I like tradition, African traditions. We were organized. And before you get married, they were preparing you. So there's a certain stage of initiation which was happening. From the age of 0 to 7 years, there's certain initiation happening to you. From 7 years to 14 years, they pass through as a rite of passage fulani. So from that to another, until you now, from 14, people are getting married at 14 years. Back then, from 14 years, you are a mature person now. 14 to 21, you can get married. Those 7 step of years. So in 14 years, there's a passage. They pass through so that it turns you or makes you to become a man, makes you to become a woman. So when you are now getting out from the boys, from the girls, you're now becoming a woman, whereby you know how to treat a woman and you also know how to treat a man. Means you can hold a family. Holding a family is not something which is for kids. And it's a responsibility that needs a commitment, sacrifice at the same time. You have to sacrifice your time. You have to sacrifice yourself, not to do a certain things for you to protect your family. You have to be responsible at any time with them, and you stand with them at that time. Means you are not free. You are not a free man. You are not a free woman. You are not like those the people who are still singles, those who have not those who are not in a marriage. So you are not like them. So that things you have to cut off. Now, when we start our marriages, now it moves. The problems always starts when you get your first child. Here, most of the people break up with the first child. Yeah, before getting married, before maybe having a kid, those one maybe I cannot talk about that. But after getting a kid, now this is a serious marriage, because there's something which has united you here. You are sharing something with these people, with this woman or this man. There is somebody who is in between you guys. Yeah.
But do you feel like having a child normally ties someone down?
Yeah.
Long term.
Yeah. That's a long time.
Right now we can see families are breaking and people are going their separate ways.
You know,
kids are there left hanging.
There's breakup. And let's say there's a divorce and there's a separation. These are two things. Yeah. You can divorce with your partner, but you can separate with your partner, but you don't divorce them. So divorce happens where now you've part ways. You will never come back to this relationship. And there's nothing that is tying you spiritually or mentally or physically. Maybe mentally can remain, but with the thoughts and whatever. But it's good for you when you want to you separate with your partner. After separation, file a divorce with this person, so that this bond should not tie you to get into another relationship, because we are suffering with our past problems. So when a child involved here, this thing is forever. I'm telling you. When you see this child, you see the man. When you see this child, you see the woman. It's forever. That's a bond which has tied these people forever. So whether you separate, but the story here, you will be talking about the child. Still you will be talking. Whether, unless maybe it's somewhere whereby one must suffer, won't see.
And what can you say about, there are a certain group of people, mostly men, who feel like by leaving a lady pregnant, it's like a form of punishment, and they just vanish?
You know, it depends with the kind of person. Maybe you might blame a man, but the problem is with the lady. She doesn't want anything to do with the man, because when the people, when they separate with you, they don't want anything to do with you again. They'll say you just go like that and go like, you don't want to listen, but they don't know that you have a kid. They don't know that there's a kid in between you. Then there's a problem here. There's a circle system where normally also comes here, whereby you separate with somebody today, then they bring the kid as an excuse, because they will do the same thing at the same time. They repeat the same time, they come back and they repeat the same problem that made them to go away, and they still destroy you. But with the name of the kids you are having with them, will make this person to come back again to you. And this person will just always come and destroy and circle your life. You're just in a circle life where you don't move. You're just in one place. When you try to move on, they come back in your life. That's another problem. That's another issue that must be addressed in a different perspective. Cannot be addressed with somebody who has impregnated somebody and they leave them like that. That's another problem. Because when somebody wants to support a kid and you refuse, it's not a problem with the man. It's a problem with that mother. Yeah, because the kid didn't have separation with the kid. Maybe he has no problem with you guys separating. So that is the problem.
And what happens, what happens in a situation whereby they both are not in good terms, and hapa mtoto lazima apewe jina? Naming inakuangaje?
So names, giving names.
Yeah.
You know, giving names was not for the choice of the parents.
But you can see in the Kikuyu community, normally, siku hizi unakuja unapata mwanaume ako na surname ya mwanamke.
So it was not for the decision between us mostly huko kitambo. It was the grand mothers and the grand mostly the grandmothers were the people to give the name of the child. Because this child, when a child is born in a family, maybe he might be on your side, but not my side. We give birth to our ancestors, so our generation. So when you give birth to a child, that child might maybe he or she comes from your generation, your family side. Then another one maybe from my family side. I cannot give a name of your family when he is coming from my side. They will refuse. Because they what we call the reincarnations happens only in the family line. So when you give a name without involving the parents, it becomes a problem. On the kitambo ilikuwa like these people will come and fight, and the child might even die because of a name. So you give that child a name which they don't want, so wataanza tu kulia. Unaona? So it was a decision which was to made by the elder people. And now you see, now the world has changed the way people say, and we give people wazungu's name or Tuda's name, which are not even part of us. And
is it affecting the kids?
Yeah, it's affecting the kids. That's why I think some of the kids are coming like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Some of them, like Mike Tyson, they're punching their parents because of the names. Some of these kids are coming up with names has a meaning. So when you give out a certain name, that name, that spirit which has the same name will come and visit this person and live inside this person. And the character which this person will come with is not even in your family. So they will start coming with a certain character whereby these kids are they want to slaughter their parents. They want to burn schools. Some of them wants to punch everybody in the family.
See, nowadays you can see people who go on Google, you search for names which are maybe yenyewe mwenyewe una feel.
You cannot give somebody a name which you don't know. You have to have an idea of that name in you. And everything we do is spiritual. For that thing to come to you first means it has been there spiritually. Is when now it's now reflecting physically. So when somebody comes there, I want to give this name an old. You've seen or heard that name somewhere from somewhere. You can't just come with a certain name because all these names was somebody's name somewhere. You see? That's why naming is very important in a child's life. You don't just bump in with a name we don't know. Fine, they might sound sweet like what we call the other name, like the so-called people now are giving them the tapki, whatever.
The Indians.
The Indians name, like you know, saizi people are doing that. They sound sweet because they're celeb, whatever. When you look, when you want to agree with me that names have meanings, that some of the kids who are being called Lucky Dube, Bob Marley. These kids, when you find them, they're musicians.
True.
Most of them are musicians.
They mimic the person who they called after.
So the reincarnation of the names get into this person because everybody wants to live again. When they die, they live still want to live eternity.
So it's like a loophole for them to come back.
So when you try to mention their name, they come back into this person because names means you are calling their spirit into this person. So you have to be very careful exposing anything. Saying anything with them because a reincarnation when happens and the name, maybe that person did not get into the spiritual world, they were still moving around in the astral projection or the astral world, they will come back and try to live again in this person's life. Now in the character you will see into this person is not even into your family. You don't know even where they are coming from.
Okay. Speaking of astral projection, the other day we saw a lady on the internet. She was like, okay, I practice astral projection. And people had different things to say. Most of them, like pastors and all that, they were like, okay, when you start practicing the astral projection, it's like opening a third eye, and you might not. Chances are that you might die early. How true is that?
That's a lie. The death these people are talking about is the death of the physical. Death. As long as you are in the astral projection, you don't die. Those who are living in astral projection, they stay forever. That's eternity.
Maybe first you can explain to us what
astrology. Astrology. According maybe this word comes from the word astrology.
Astrology
is the study of space. So space is something beyond physicality. So it's science of metaphysical. And here astral, we have in ourselves we have bodies. It is written that in my father's house there are so many mansions. In mansions, how can a mansion be in a house? Here Jesus said that in my father's house there are so many mansions. If you know, maybe you find these houses in a mansion. There are so many mansions in an house. So the house here, he was talking about the spirit. And mansions were talking about the bodies. So here we have the astral body, we have the casual body, we have the etheric body, which is the mind. Etheric world, astral world, we have the casual. So there are almost 4. These bodies, we tell them when you are in these bodies, you take a plane. A plane, what's a plane? A plane that makes you to fly from one place to another. So when you're in a body, practicing this, you get into that body. You put on the body, then you leave the physical body. Now you take a plane that will take you to that astral places. Astral places, they're just within us. There's nothing which is outside us.
And how do you practice the
practicing astral bodies, astral projections, is by, most people do it through meditation, because when you meditate, you remove your physical body. It's just killing your physical body, and now starting experiencing death. It's like you are dying, you are dead, you are seeing your body lying there lifelessly while you are moving.
What do you need to have for you to...
Is the mind of doing this and knowledge. You don't need to have so many things, but some of these people, we do practice it with some of the herbs, but mostly we have the mirrors. You can do with the practice of that mirror. Mirrors can take you to that astral projection. There's the last time I told you, there's a certain herbs when you put on the mirror at 12 noon, then you apply it there, then you start watching, you stare at the mirror almost 1 hour. You'll move your mind to that place automatically. You see things which are... So the problem is that it can lead you to distortion or disorderness of the mind. Then in the normal ways we do, you use the cannabis. That's why you see these people are against cannabis sativa. So cannabis sativa is taking you to another world. These people who normally smoke cannabis sativa and you feel that they're mad, they're not mad. They're in another dimension of life. So the level of conscious mind has moved to another dimension. That's why the disorderness happens. But when these things moves, your soul, your spirit has moved from the physical bodies. It become, when it comes again to the physical body, it finds that there's no memory into the body. That's why you see those who normally practices yoga or meditation things, they have things they tie on their hands, they tie on their legs to detect their physicality. So when they move out of their body, when they come back, they still return at the same place, because mind, the spirit can return, and it finds the mind is not even in a stable condition. It's like you are outside, then you come back, you find that this chair is somewhere there, and this one is somewhere. So the house is disorganized. So that's why you see it's just disorganization of the mind. That's what brings madness in people. It's not madness. It is disorganized or disorderness. So these people should be reorganized. Their mind to come back again is when they can be normal again. Because as long as I'm telling you, as long as you travel to that place, we have there's a place called the terrestrial whatever. There's a certain name here. There's that place is a library, like a library. When you move into that space, you find the history of your life and the things you
written down.
Written, you can read. They can show you written. Some of them show you. It's like they're walking with you from this place in your past life. They walk with you and show you this and that. Those are the ancestors are doing that to you. We find that a guardian angel is taking you there. That person who made you to return back is the person who is taking you through all these stuffs, and they will show you this. You are living in this place. You had certain wives. And you had certain children, and your house was there, and there you are doing this and this in your past life, and this. So when you come back, you get scared, because whatever these people you'll meet with them there, they are the people who had died, but they moved into astral world. So you become scared of this. So that scaredness is what will bring distortion. That's why you'll see when somebody wakes up, they start trembling as if they were running.
And they are
They
confused.
see there's something they see that it is not in a normal ways in the physical. So practicing is not bad. It's not good. It's not bad because it can makes you see things which are not physical and can makes you now you don't be afraid of death.
And can you harm anyone through astral projection.
Astral projection, you know, when you practice the astral projection, you can travel. That's why you bring something else with the teleporting. Telepathy is a communication. You can travel there and then you communicate with somebody who is in Mombasa. And things works and you communicate. You can communicate with somebody who has died long time ago, and you talk with them through that place. Then teleporting is the traveling. You can travel here from that place and you destroy a certain building, because when you are in the astral world, you have a lot of energy that can push even the building and they destroy the building. So there are people who normally do that. They structure, you see a certain building has fallen down, or they go on the road and they cause accident. So those people are in prisons. They're not practicing this thing. So practicing this thing, you have to practice it well, you know where you are going. So when you just do it, you'll find people who are into those territories and they will arrest you. So when they arrest your soul, that's why you see somebody saying that somebody has sold my soul to the devil. So that those who are hunting these souls. So when you move your soul outside your body and you don't know where you are going, they will arrest you and you start working for them. So in the morning, at night, you go work for them, you cause more accident down there, you break building, you come and break marriages, you cause chaos in the houses, you kill people, you make people stab themselves with the knives, you see, you make people hang themselves, commit suicide. It's you, they can't commit suicide alone. There's a certain spirit that makes them to do that. That's why when they kill somebody killed a person, and after certain minutes they will say, I did not do that. There's a certain spirit which is being sent and do that to them. So they're being used to do sacrifice to other people, but you're not benefiting anything, because you're just working. You are a slave working for them. So when you wake up in the morning, you feel very tired. And you have done their work, or you feel scratched, you feel maybe like you were fighting with somebody. So such scratches, those who you feel they have been scratched, or they cut themselves with a knife, when they wake up, you find maybe they have tied maybe wamerarua zile nguo zao wenye melala nayo. So these people are working for another spirit. So you practicing astral projection, is a practice which has been there a long time ago. The yogis practice it. Those who are in the spirituality, we do practice it. You see, but you have to know where you are going, and you have to know the mission why you are doing that, and what do you want to gain from that, because you can even be and meet with certain people. Like they give you a certain message to come, because there is a curtain. They cannot come and do for. So it's like they will send you to come and do for. So if you don't do that work for them, they will start punishing you or do for you once to stuff.
Wow.
So astral projection, not bad. But you have to have a mission, you have to have knowledge, and you have to know where you are going. Don't just do it because you see people doing it, or you have heard it somewhere. Yeah. Okay.
As we move on, right now marriages are breaking more. So it's so sad that inahapenia sana our celebs. The other day we saw the Bonfire couple. Wao wenyewe waliachana, and it was kind of messy. Today we are seeing Kaka Sungura and the wife. They are on the verge of the breakup, and still we can see so many people, public figures, they have fallen apart. What is really happening in the spiritual realm?
You know, there is a spirit of divorce which is revenging to people. And some of these spirits, we welcome them in ourselves.
How?
Some of them, people give us that we don't know. But most of them, it's us that we welcome this to happen within us. I said first is lack of knowledge of marriage. Secondly, these people are being affected by spiritual husbands and wives. So many people are not even sleeping with their wives and husbands for a long time. They're just in those houses like brothers and sisters.
For formality.
Yeah. But deeply, they suffer what they don't understand. Because this spirit will remove their feelings. And they start seeing that this person is bad. I don't want to sleep with you. So wataanza kuona ukuta huko. Mwingine anaangalia ukuta. So mwingine anaangalia hivi. Thirdly, we are very busy that we forget our family. And the same spirit is causing everything. It's making us to become busy, that we forget that we should be in a house. And also we should have our time with our partners. We are not committed. We can't sacrifice for the marriages because of we were not taught about that. We just grew up and found that people are getting married. Then we also get married. Then we don't know the importance of this marriage than the other time. So this spiritual husband and wife, some of them we get them through exposing our lifestyle to the public. You see, marriage, family, wealth, these things are secret. When you have them, nobody should know that you have them. Let them see that you have them, but don't tell them that you have them. See, there's nobody who cares whether you get married or not in this world. There are those who doesn't want you to get married. There are those, if you don't get married, there are those who want you to get married.
As long as tunateseka, that's what makes them happy.
They are happy when you are not going anywhere, you are stagnant. When you don't get married, they complain. When you get married, they complain.
And they also stigmatize you on that.
In fact, when you don't get married at a certain age, they will say like, oh, in our whatever family. I don't know. You know, getting married is not even a ticket for everything.
They start finding reasons why you are not a good fit.
We live with the society's ideas. Society wants. What do we want? So we get pressure and get into things that we cannot even manage. And the same society doesn't want to teach us about maybe how to protect the marriages and how to persevere in these marriages. So I don't agree. At the same time, I don't agree people should get married. At the same time, I don't agree that you should not get married.
Why don't you
choice.
agree that people should not get married?
Getting married is somebody's choice because the freedom is you know, spirituality, me, I like being free.
Are you married yourself?
I don't know.
Is there anyone claiming you outside there?
I'm married.
Stroke, not.
No, not that I'm not married. I'm married and also still getting married. So me, I don't go with the society's ways. By the
so you do your things.
I do my things alone. For those maybe who knows me, they know what I do.
Sawa.
I can get married at the same time. I can still marry because I'm an African man.
Yeah.
So I marry. I don't stick with one man. I don't believe in one wife. That's my problem. I believe in so many wives. That is my African way.
As long as you have the capability to
as long as they can be at peace.
At peace in terms of
everything.
Okay, and do you believe that you can make more than one woman?
I had married more than 5 women.
And then what happened?
See, they're there.
At more than 5?
Yeah.
And you're still marrying?
I'm still marrying, maybe.
Why don't you invite us to your home? We can
But I'm not that, maybe. I'm not one man wife. So I can't, whether I meet a lady now, they should know that I'm not having one wife.
Okay.
But I still can marry because that is what we are. I'm not afraid to get to marry somebody when I have somebody.
And how do you go about it? Because we all understand that
you know, the problem with men,
more than one woman Number one, it's stressful.
In fact, it's not very stressful.
How?
It's very peaceful.
How?
When you have one woman, you are very stressed. I'm telling you. That person who has more than 2 wives cannot even commit suicide.
Why?
Because when the other wife left you, or maybe you have disagreed, the other one will not.
She will be more accommodating.
And you know women with jealousy. Now, next time she will try her best not to. But that person who has one wife, like saizi hao wenye wameachwa, wanaenda kukimbia wapi? Wako very single. They want to start afresh from grass. They want to start it. I'm telling you, if you marry three wives, they won't leave you. All of them want to leave you. You have to remain with even one.
So you are safe.
You are very safe. When supposedly, unfortunately, maybe there's a time they left me, all of them, but they still came back again.
Why? What did you do?
No, because maybe I don't know. I don't know. You know, me. By the way, me understanding me is very difficult. So that person who stays with me must just persevere. Because so when all of them left you, one of them must come back, and when they find that another one has come back, they all come back.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
telling
my
you.
husband.
But when they left one, you have one, and this one only lives. My friend, it will take you years. As long as maybe you've stayed with this person for more than 14 years, like. But
you know, the elephant in the room is that it's very hard for men who have only one wife to introduce the other one. You know.
Because we are scared for nothing. These are not men.
There.
You know, there's no way you can cheat. My friend, you have the energy to go and sleep with another woman somewhere, or another girlfriend somewhere. But you maybe you've rented for that person, and you've stayed for the woman more than 2 years, and you don't want to introduce this woman to your wife. So until some of them give birth, and they don't want to introduce. My friend, that man is a fool. Because when you die, you'll leave these people with a problem. Just be a man, because these people will not kill you. Communication matters a lot. When you just make these people to sit down, sit with your wife, that my wife, or depends with the name you will call her, or my baby, my only one, please. There is another woman I'm having somewhere. Please, I did this because of this and that. And this is the reason why I did this and that. So please just accept, because she's already there. Bring that woman. Wacha apigwe siku moja mbili tatu if there's a misunderstanding, or they sit down and talk, because fight lazima wangepigana verbally or physically. But don't allow for them to fight physically.
But right now we see even spiritually they fight.
Yeah, but for you to allow them to fight spiritually, it's you who has the problem of a man. You don't want to communicate. If you put this thing on a fair ways, maybe on a daylight, you don't hide it. There's no problem. Maybe you will be safe. In fact, you won't even cheat. You won't cheat again. Even meeting, you can't have more than 2 wives and you still cheat. Men are having one wife here, and they have several girlfriends out there. So which one is which? You have 4 girlfriends, and you are wasting your money giving them all, but they're not even part of you. To sustain them, but they're not even your wives. Afadhali huyu mwenye umeoa akiwa hapa, and umejua surety this I want to grow with this woman. Na ule mwingine umejua hata akikuja upate mwanaume mwingine kwa nyumba yake, you don't have a say, because that is not your house. Maybe they will tell you, my pack your things and go back to your house. because they know that is not your house. You are just there to support. So they can pack you and return you back to your own house. Your own house in your own. So first, prepare to. So mwenye anataka kukaa, because you cannot force by this somebody. Hii marriage, there's nothing like forcing. Hata ukijaribu kufunga mtu, my friend, hakuna. So hii marriage is between you. Pia huwezi funga mtu na unamtesa. Huwezi funga mtu pia haizi penda wewe, hakupendi. So the only thing that if this woman amekaa akajisettle, amesema like, okay, this person is treating me well, this is my responsibility, he has not neglected his responsibility as a man, he's doing everything very, very well, so why should I complain? We will live. Okay, ule mwanamke pia ameletwa wa pili, usikuwe na kelele sana. Just be and pick your part, because hii kitu ni kama bahari. Just pick what you can pick and stay. Because kama these people, they like married men. I'm telling you. The women, they always like married men than those who are single. I'm telling you. Hata ukiambia mtu I'm married with 2 wives, no, I can just be the third one. So they like, because they know that this person knows how to treat this. You see?
He has the capability.
So when you give somebody who is single a woman and the other one who has wife, huyu mwenye ako na mwanamke atachukua mwanamke, na huyu mwenye ako single atabaki naye, because they know how to treat these women. So kitu inasumbua wanaume, they don't want to speak. Communication. Just sit with that woman down, tell her. Akikubali ni sawa. Asipokubali hata anaweza kosa kubali hata kama hujakuwa na mwanamke, because siku yenye tagundua uko na girlfriend uko nje, atakuchoma na maji moto. Hata fadhali ukuje umlete na umwambie niko na hii na then don't, you know how to communicate. Women ni watu wa kudanganya. Just you just seduce them every time like this. You just give them you just give them promises zenye ziko. Unaona, if you want to tell them the truth every time, pia there's a problem. Utaumia. You want to give them the truth because hao wanakuanga pia watoto. The same times we are also kid at our own. So these people wanatakanga wajukudekezwa tu. Unawadekeza tu. Unamwambia mama, acha tu, hata huyu, hata nikileta huyu wewe ndio. Bado wewe ndio kila kitu. Na baadaye umfanyie hiyo kitu. Unless yeye ndiye amekataa. Na ule pia ukienda huko unasema the same. Unapiga tu politics. Wewe pia
propaganda fresh.
Wewe ndio kila kitu. Acha tu ukae. So umekuja lakini usisumbue ule because ule amekuachia. Lakini wakipata wanapigana nini. Mwenye ameamua kuenda ndaenda hata kama hujaoa.
True.
Hata kama hujaleta mwanamke mwingine ataenda, because she was not meant for you. Now it's so painful by then nimeona marriages are being
they are breaking. The other day tumeona demo Facebook. She's really thriving at what she does, but propaganda pia ziko upper left, right, center trying to pull her down. What can you say about whatever is happening?
You know, every time when you are growing, people have to talk, both negative and positive. But there's a truth on all these things. You have to listen both negative and positive. Because every words, whether they're negative or positive, some of them might help you in future. So you have to listen to both of them. Good thing, the lady has been moving well with the favor of God. The God is on our side, that nobody can stop. And we are grateful for that. That's the achievement everybody wants in life. See? When you grow, that's how things are. It's very rare for you find ladies are doing that. The same thing she's doing. And she's doing a very wonderful job, a very good job. But there's a problem she's doing, which maybe she doesn't know. But maybe it might look good to her, but she's not good. Because I'm telling you, there are 3 things you have to protect. That's why we lose: wealth, source of money, marriage, children. Protect them from the public. Don't show this to the public. Don't expose your family to the public. Like munashikana is very fun, by the way, having a photo And the third one is pregnancy, by the way. The third one is pregnancy. In fact, actually, very fun when you take a photo, then expose to the public. Oh, you are this and this. They're lovely, proud of this. There's nobody who is proud of you. There's nobody who cares about what you are doing in this world. Nobody cares about you. They all want to destroy, and they like when you are suffering. They don't like when you are progressing. They will just say, "Oh, God bless you." I see, and sometimes I see some positive comments and I laugh because, "Oh, God bless you. You are a hardworking woman," but deeply in their heart, they're feeling pain because they want to know, where do this woman gets this source of money?
And
some of them
favor she has.
Wants to block that favor. It's very unfortunate that she's doing this. She's exposing whatever she's doing to the public, and at the same time she's exposing the parents. I'm telling you for the first time that if she doesn't protect, they will drag her down. And those who is going to betray this dame of Facebook are the so close friend and the family of her mother. I'm telling you, they will see either the mother, they will betray the mother in any way possible. I don't want to know. I don't want to mention anything. Secondly, they will destroy the Facebook's marriage.
Is she married? She's not married right now.
She will have difficulty in getting married. I'm telling you. Because that is the way you're blocking a woman from bringing things home. Because as long as you get an husband, things will change. Because husbands and wife makes you being stable. The stability you only get in marriage sometimes. So they will block her from getting married.
But right now, so many people are saying marriage is not an achievement and all that.
Marriage is not an achievement.
Is it?
It's not an achievement, anything. Marriage only brings some level of stability, because now when two people unite together, you have ideas. There's nobody who can grow or you succeed alone. You have to have somebody to lift you.
Yeah.
Nobody who is alone and you do things alone. No, you have to have somebody. So when you get married, that partner, that's why marriage is partnership, like a business. So partnership you can break. So it's not an achievement. It's not a must you get married. It's not a must you stay single. Yeah, you have to get married at the same time. You don't have to get married. It's your choice of life. You do that. So if you decide not to, it's not a problem. If you decide you get married, fine. If you decide I want to get married and break up, I want to get married, it's up to you. Yeah. That's what you feel is okay for you. And because whatever you feel is different with the other people's feeling. But now, at the same time, it will reach a point this lady wants to settle. Yeah. Because hawezi pikia mwili yake ugali. Unaweza kuwa na kila kitu lakini hawezi pikia mwili yake ugali. Yeah. Because atataka watoto. Watoto atataka kuchonga kwa miti. There's nobody who is single. Hata hao wenye nasemanga wako very single. The single wanapikianga mwili yao ugali. At the same time utapata mtu wenye partner wako unataka upikie chakula yenye unataka kukula kwa mwili yako. Hata kama ukiwa na kila kitu everything, but at the same time you feel alone, you feel somebody to love you. You want somebody to love you. That's the problem. Hata kama uko na watu wa kupenda, lakini wewe pia unakuanga like, I need somebody to tell me that I love you. He loved me. I need somebody to make me down, to calm me down when I'm going through a certain problem. So hizo ni ziko. So kitu yenye demo Facebook anafaa afanye saizi, anafaa a get out from whatever she is doing to the public. Apote. In fact, atoe tu ile nyumba pale. It's good. The nyumba is very beautiful and whatever the work she's doing very beautiful. Na anafaa afanye in a secret. Wacha wenye ushago waone. Not our nyangariko wa Facebook hapa. What I'm saying, these people will destroy. What I'm destroy, imagine. Now the good thing is she's doing a very good tactics pia. Because they're trying to find out. Mmoja amepotelea watu place fulani hapa. Hapa kwa relationship amepotelea watu hapa. Yeah. Amepotelea mara Ubina, mara nani, mara nini. And they tried even to break the Ubina's thing. So uliona wamejaribu kuharibu ya Ubina. The moment Ubina alibeba ile show akapeleka. Uliona kenye ilifanyika nyumbani kwao. Showing you that nobody wants anything for you. those villagers, those people who are so close to you that think, you might think that they were your friends, they were your cousins, they have been here with me. When you are progressing, they will find a way for you to be down. Yeah. So keep off from this so-called. Akirudi nyumbani, pesa yenye anapeana ovyo, abebe chakula pe wale wa mama wa chama yenye anakuja kwa mama yake, abebe chakula pe wale vijana wa mabeshte wake hao. Hii kitu yenye unataka kuchukua pesa upelekee watu, watamroga na hizo pesa. Witchcraft is real. I'm telling you. Udem ataroga hapa na hata nini. Because hii angefaa anyamaze tu, afanye vitu zake. Hii Facebook, hii Twitter, social media iko na mambo mingi by the way. Iko na mambo mingi kabisa. Ukiangalia wenye wamekufa, wamekufa through exposing so many things. The likes of huko nyuma, mtu aliaya gari, akaenda nayo ushago. Kurudi hivi alikufa. Na familia yake yote, imagine. Hadi na mtoto. People are dying every day because of going to these villages. See? And nobody wants. Saizi akijaribu kubai gari kidogo ndivyo utaona. These people are not good. Major people will take whatever I'm saying in a negative way. But ikifika ndio they will know. I'm just advising, if anything you want to do, don't expose it. You can expose just few things. Don't expose your pregnancy. Kipiga tumbo yako hapo imefura hapo, acha kupiga picha uonyeshe kuna mtu haina mtoto hapa nje anatamani mtoto, hata huo mtoto wako. Don't expose your kids. Today we are at Diani, tomorrow we move see where, see tumeenda ushago. My friend, na vile wamenona
taangaliwe hivi na macho moja. Sasa tukimalizia, right now ni msimu wa Christmas, and people there is a lot of traveling going on, and watu wanameet watu tofauti, more so family members back in Ushago. Ni nini watu wanafaa kukuwa cautious about at this particular time?
Hata before utoke hapa Nairobi, unaenda Ushago, people are going. Kama wenye wameshaenda huko, ushafikangu Ushago unapata kama maji inatumia inakuwasha, mguu ndio imefura huko, mwili ndio imetoka rashes, watoto wote wametoka rashes kwa nia, si uso umeharibika nini. Mtu anakuambia juu ya maji. Do you know what is happening? It's that place is, you are not welcomed, that place. You are not. So if you have to acknowledge that place kwanza, before anze kuoga ama kutumia nyinyi. Unapata mtu amekunywa ile maji ya kahara. Imemharibikia tumbo, siji ndio hiyo, siji watoto wake. Ati hii unaweza kukula. Mtu anamwambia hii umejua ilikuwa maji ya Ushago nilikuwa nimeoga. If you want that thing to stop happening to any of these people, whether your kids or you, before toke pale Nairobi, beba ile mchanga kidogo ya penye umetoka. Beba maji kidogo penye umetoka, mix kwa chupa. Mix tu chupa ile 1 liter.
Na hiyo mchanga
kidogo. Mchanga inakuanga safi. Peleka penye hujafanywa vituko. Chukua tu. Then enda Ushago, ukifika pale Ushago, ile mchanga Ushago chukua kidogo na ile maji ya Ushago, mix them together kwa ile maji. Kunywa for 3 days. Ile system itakuwa imeku acknowledge. Na I'm telling you, utaumwa na tumbo, unaweza kunywa hata maji ya ile bowl ama ile ya damu. Haitakufanyia anything. Mchanga hata unikinyaga na mguu yako tu haitakufanyia anything. That is the first thing of doing that. Then pia inakusaidia mtu asikoroge. That simple stuff, you see.
Wow.
Usitoke pale na mtoto siji amerogwa, ametupiwa si yao. Hii ya waloya hii. Siji mtoto siji amefanyiwa nini. Hiyo ni secondary. Then when you go there, fine. Tusiwaonyesha wale watu tumeishi. They don't care about that. They don't care about how we live. Because wewe umebibana pale na Mercedes na V8. Umebibana naye pale. Na kuna wengine wanafanya vibaya, by the way. Most of these people coming from the western and the Nyanza part of it. how can surely this is the season these people are sleeping on their cars? Somebody sleeping on 8 million. Ile vieti na kunga saizi how many million. Analala kwa hiyo key. Na amelala penye nyumba yake inafaa ikuwe. My friend, this is the only time when you have a small money, enda ujenge hata kama mabati, peleka pale ushago, upige pale ulala. Mambo ya unaenda pale unaombewa place ya kulala na watoto wako. Ujui penye hiyo watoto wanalala pale iko na nini usiku. Ujui shetani gani inanyonganga watoto ya ule jamaa. Umepeleka watoto, utabeba watoto wako na mashetani pale, upeleke nayo huko, wataanza kunyongwa. Ujui ni nini nafanyiwa watoto wako wakilala pale usiku. My friend, beba mabati. Hii mabati siku hizi wanapega mabati suit. Beba mabati, hata mabati zako 40. Piga pale nyumba unaweza kaa. Screed vizuri, weka kitanda yako na nini, ulale. What can be difficult there kama you are driving something which is over millions of money? Because foundation is very important. When you die is when they are trying to struggle, wanaanza kuchanga kwa wall hapa, wanakutafutia pesa ya kujenga nyumba. Hizi maibu ndogo ndogo hatutaki kusikia, because whether you have nyumba ya 800,000 hapa town, hata uzikwa huku. Hata ukinunua nyumba Ruiru, ununue nyumba sijui Rwaka ama Ruai, huko hata ziko huko. Jenga hata ka nyumba kibanda pale. Ukirudi pale ushago, upate aibu yenye unapata watoto wako wanasukuma. Si babako analala kwa gari, unalala nayo kwa gari. It's not making sense. And na hii unapata ukifika pale hata mtu analala kwenye nyumba nyasi anakudharau. Imagine, anakuambia mimi nyumba yangu, anaweka watoto huko penye wale makuku wako. Ama unalala penye kuna nini? Penye au kondoo iko. Unaona? Hii aibu tuache. Wabebe ile nini. Na kama wenye wameshajenga nyumba, waliacha nyumba ikakaa miaka moja. Waende mapema, watume mtu wasafishe nyumba yao. Unajua wengine wanaenda wanaishi kwa center juu nyumba yao imekuwa pale. Pale ndani ndio unapata kuenda kuchukua baraka ya mwaka mpya. Unaona? Ukienda pale December urudi kwenyu, uchinje kenye unataka kuchinja, my friend, itakuwa cover ile baraka yako ya hiyo mwaka. Urudi nayo uendelee na maisha yako. Inaweza protect hadi kifo. Hiyo kuchinja peke yake inasaidia kifo, because kuna familia fulani huwa kuna sacrifice nyingine inafanyianga every year. If you fail to do that sacrifice every year, wanachukuanga watoto na wajukuu.
Nasikianga hii maneno ya kuchinja sana sana wewe ina nini, sana sana wewe inasaidia sana, whatever wewe mwenyewe uelewi, but the moment umechinja wewe kuku ama nini, hata
sacrifice is what we call sacrifice. You are doing sacrifice for gods. Ukichinja pale unasaidia wale ancestors, they eat. Wakiona mmekuja pamoja, they also feel happy because they want everybody, each and every family, they normally wanatakanga wakuwe pamoja. Unaona? So ukichinja inasaidia, inafungua njia, at the same time inazuia magonjwa yote inafanyika, at the same time inazuia kifo or abrupt sickness inafanyika. Unaona?
Okay. Sawa, basi labda unaweza ongelesha kwa wale ambao saizi wako kwa hiyo msimu na mafans wako watakupata aje tukifunga?
Kwa wenye ambao wanaenda msimu wa Krismasi, please travel safe. Going there, coming back, tafuteni cleansing before utoke kwa hiyo boma. Ukirudi kwenyu, cleanse yourself na cleanse watoto to avoid accidents unapata inafanyika hapa nje. Then cleanse to protect your work, jobs zenye ziko pale nje, cleanse. Ndio unaweza enda pale stagnation ianze, kustop. Mara mwingine amefukuzwa, wengine hata wafikangi kazi, wanafukuzwa na boss, wengine wana nini. Na hizi kisani mnatoka nayo nyumbani. Unaona, watoto wanakuwa na sickness yenye aishi. Wewe usijui ulifurwa mguu, tangu kanyage pale mguu umefura juu uliambiwa usirudi pale juu wanataka kuchukua ile shamba. My friend, every time you have to cleanse yourself to avoid these problems for them not to attack you. Witchcraft is real. Nobody should lie to you. My friend, witchcraft is real. So if you want to get me, it's Nabigogo. Nabigogo is a spiritualist, whether you have this physical problem, ulcers, cancer, diabetes, kuoshwa tumbo, hizo nini. You have the spiritual problem yenye inakusuni kutengeneza boma, kutengeneza duka yako, kutengeneza mwili yako. Na hizo zingine zenye huwezi sema, hizo ziko, you can consult and we see how we can work for you, whether you are abroad, whether you are in Kenya. You are my fans. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting this also channel. You can subscribe at the same time kwa hii Kenyaland TV. And also you can go to Nabigogo channel also, like, comment, you can say what you want. But mostly pia, if you want to get me through my contact, you can contact me through WhatsApp or call 0757 10 12 25, 0757 10 12 25. Nabigogo TV YouTube, Gogo TikTok, Nabigogo Facebook. Thank you.
All right, guys, that has been our time. My name is Saleta Tieno, and keep it locked at the Kenyaland TV show. Till next time.